welcome back, guys. Today we got another Division 2 video. It is early in the morning for me, so my voice is gonna be a little scraggly, I guess you could say. But today I have a DPS build for you guys. I figured after posting a skill build, I should move on to a more like red core oriented build. I'm not happy with my previous video, so I'm actually going to be re-releasing it. I'm going to be redoing it. I feel like I didn't explain it well enough, as there's some things in there that I realized I didn't say, and that I didn't know that I didn't say until afterwards. So I expect a remastered version of the video I put out last night. But anyway, let's get right into the build. So for the specialization, we are using Firestarter, or Firewall, I mean. The flamethrower is nice. It's not the main focus of this build, though. The reason we're using it is, well, to get this shield, the Striker Ballistic Shield. The Striker Ballistic Shield, what it does is it basically adds a buff to damage if enemies are in front of you. The buff range is 10 meters, and also it buffs teammates behind you as well. So whenever you use it on your screen, you'll see a cone, and then everybody else will see a blue cone behind them, or behind you, I mean. And if they stand within that cone, they get a buff, and as you can tell, it says 11% more damage per enemy. So if you got like 2 enemies in there, that's 22% more damage for you and your teammates. I'm also using remote pulse because we are using the Heartbreaker set in this build. The pulse is very nice. Having a well-thrown, well-placed pulse will pulse everybody for an entire fight. So yeah. But yeah, let's get right into the build. So we are using the St. Elmo's engine. This is the best assault rifle, or the best like weapon in the game right now. Strictly because of these mods, like 20% critical hit damage, 20% critical hit chance, weapon handling, and plus 30 rounds. This thing is a 70 round magazine. It's crazy. You don't have to. Well, okay. Let me explain the actual talent of this first. Shooting an enemy will give this weapon 1 stack. At 100 stacks, the next magazine, after you reload, will be filled with shock ammo. That is a bonus to this build, and I'm gonna play into it a little bit with the weapon that I have equipped here. But we are mainly going after the amount of like sheer damage that this thing can put out. This thing. Oh my god, it's crazy. You'll see in my gameplay, I'm doing 1,000,000 damage, man. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, this is one weapon you can use. There is a plethora of weapons. It really doesn't matter what your secondary option is, because you're mainly going to be using St. Elmo's engine. But this is really good. Because of its talent, which is Perfect Thunderstrike, which makes you deal extra damage to shocked targets. Now, everybody right now in multiplayer is using St. Elmo's engine. If you load into a countdown, there is no way that nobody's going to be using this gun in there. Then I've got the lightning rod here. The lightning rod is the pistol. It really doesn't matter. I don't use pistols. I just don't like them. So if you are wanting a pistol build, this is not the right place. Sorry. I might do one later, but we'll see. I don't really like them. Alright, so now the other exotic we're using is the Memento Backpack. The Memento Backpack is absolutely great. And if you don't know what it does, well, first of all, it has all 3 core attributes on it, which is a plus. But it has the talent Kill Confirmed. Enemies you kill drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provides both a short and long-term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts 10 seconds. So I have 4 damage or red like cores, so I will do a total of 20% more damage. and I have 3 blue cores, so I have 30% bonus armor, and I have 1 skill tier, so, or skill, sorry, not skill tier, but a skill core. I have +5 skill efficiency. Now, for every trophy collected, you gain +1 additional weapon damage and +1 skill damage efficiency. Or, skill damage efficiency. I meant to say skill efficiency, guys. Jesus. But anyway, and then you also add 0.01% armor regeneration for 300 seconds. And a maximum of 30 stacks. So you can get up to 30% additional weapon damage and 30% additional skill efficiency. I can't speak today. So we are going after the Heartbreaker set in today's video. We are not using the backpack or the torso, because really, honestly, we don't need it, because we're only going for Heartstopper in this. So it has, if you're wearing 2 pieces, you do bonus assault rifle damage, bonus LMG damage. LMG damage really doesn't matter. However, if you wanted to play into that more, you could go down here and equip, if I'm not mistaken, yep, the Thunder Show. The Thunder Show deals extra damage to shocked targets as well. And this would also play better into our set as a whole. But yeah, here we go. So once you have 3 pieces, you get weapon handling, but then 4 pieces, Heartstopper. Headshots apply pulse for 5 seconds. That is very useful because, well, if you're very accurate, and by the way, you can be extremely accurate with St. Elmo's engine. This thing almost has maxed out like stability and accuracy. It's crazy. But anyway, but weapon hits on pulsed enemies adds a stack of +1. Bonus armor and +1 weapon damage to pulsed enemies. Up to a max of 50 stacks. 2 stacks are lost each second. Now, if you wear, I think it's the backpack or it might be the torso, that stack of 50 goes up to 100. So, like, there are other sets you can wear. Like, you could wear Strikers, which I'm going to be making a build about the Strikers set here in a bit. It will be around the same premise. We're going to be still using the Memento backpack, but we are going to be swapping out Heartbreaker for the Strikers. But anyway, to continue on to Strikers. But anyway, so with this build, using like pulsed enemies and everything like that, I recommend also getting a weapon that does damage to pulsed targets. I don't have one. I'm working on getting one right now, but when I get one, I will inform you guys. And then here we go, the Grupo torso. This is another torso I have for another build of mine. It is phenomenal. I absolutely love the Grupo torso. I love this one in particular because it has literally everything I need on 1 piece of armor. Its talent isn't really the best, and honestly, like, if I was able to swap it out, I would. But you know, it does what it does, and it gets its job done. It gives me a little bit of armor if I need it while I'm reloading from cover, so that's the best thing. But yeah, so the mods you want to look out for in this are critical hit damage and critical hit chance. If you look at my cores, you don't need full red cores. As a matter of fact, I recommend having 3 blues and 1 skill core, because we are using a shield and we want to be in their face with the shield shooting at them. So not having any armor cores or skill cores would really reduce the health of the shield, making it like unusable basically. But yeah, that's the build. I'm gonna have some gameplay at the end. I forgot to mention that in the last video, and that's why I'm not happy with it. I kind of want to explain the video more often, but I'm gonna be showing some gameplay for y'all after this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next Division 2 video.